So imagine this, you're sitting on a train, calm, still, normal. Then 2 bolts of lightning strike, one at the front and one at the back of the train, at the exact same time. At least, that's what someone standing on the platform sees. But you see one strike before the other. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If 2 people can witness the same event and disagree on the time itself, then what exactly is time? By the end of this episode, you won't just question time, you'll question reality. We live like time is solid, reliable, constant, universal, a ticking metronome governing everything. But Albert Einstein shattered that illusion. He believed that time doesn't flow the same for everyone. It bends, it stretches, it slows down. And here's the part that should unsettle you. It depends on how you move through the universe. Let's go deeper into that train, because 2 lightning strikes hit both ends of the train simultaneously, and that's from the perspective of the observer standing still. But place yourself back inside the train, right in the middle. The train is moving forward, so what happens? You're moving towards the front strike and away from the one at the back. Light travels at a constant speed, so the light from the front reaches you first, then the back. To you, they didn't happen at the same time. Let that sink in. Same universe, same moment, same event, different time. So what is now? Is it even real, or is it just relative? Now let's push this further. Imagine another train, but this time it's moving away from a giant clock. Faster and faster, closer and closer to the speed of light. Now look back at that clock, and something strange happens. The ticking slows down, slower and slower, until it almost stops, frozen. Now ask yourself, is the clock broken, or is time itself slowing down? Or can you just not see the clock moving because of the time it takes for that information to get to you if you're already at the speed of light? From your perspective, though, the clock has nearly stopped. But for someone standing next to it, it's ticking perfectly normally. So which one is correct? Well, here's the answer, both. Time isn't universal, it's tied to motion. The faster you move, the slower time flows for you. So imagine a trampoline, flat, silent. You place a bowling ball in the centre. The surface bends. Now, you roll a smaller ball past it, and it curves inwards. That's gravity. The weight of the large ball is pulling down the surface of the trampoline and pulling the smaller ball towards it. But here's the deeper truth. It's not just space bending, time bends with it, according to Einstein. The stronger the gravity, the slower time moves. Near a black hole, time nearly stops. So imagine this. You spend 1 hour near a black hole, and then you return to Earth, and decades have passed. Your life barely touched. Everyone else's gone. Now here's another thought experiment. You're in an elevator. There's no windows, no sound, no clues. Suddenly you feel heavy, pulled to the ground. Are you standing still on Earth or accelerating through space? You can't tell. That's the terrifying elegance of Einstein's insight. Gravity and acceleration are indistinguishable. And if gravity bends time, then acceleration does too. So every time you move, even right now, you are subtly warping time. Think about this. 2 people, different speeds, different gravitational fields, different timelines. If one of you travels fast enough, you return younger, not metaphorically, literally. Time dilation isn't theory, it's been measured, proven, experienced, which means there is no single shared timeline, no universal clock, just billions of personal realities unfolding at different speeds. It's the whole twin experiment, isn't it? If you had 2 twins, one gets sent on a spaceship, one stays on Earth, they will be at different ages by the time they meet again. And look, this is why films like Interstellar are so powerful. That water planet, 1 hour equals 7 years on Earth. Think about the emotional weight of that. You land, you explore, you leave, and everything you've ever known has aged beyond recognition. Or in Inception, where the dream stretches time further and further. Or Tenet, where time itself reverses. These aren't just films, they're glimpses into a truth we struggle to accept. Time is not fixed, according to Einstein. Now here's the question that changes everything. If time can slow down, stretch, and behave differently depending on perspective, then what is time fundamentally? Some physicists believe all of time already exists. Past, present, future, like a complete map. You're just moving through it, experiencing it piece by piece. So the future isn't just being created, it's already there. You just haven't arrived yet. Now, imagine humanity spreads across the stars, different planets, different gravitational forces, different speeds of orbit. Time flows differently everywhere. On one planet, a year might equal 10 Earth years. On another, time might crawl. Now stretch that over thousands of years, generations evolving under completely different clocks, different lifespans, different rhythms of time, different perceptions of reality. So what happens? Do we stay human? Or do we become something else entirely, with each location creating essentially new and different species? Not just biologically, but temporally. Entire civilizations out of sync with each other, not just in culture, but in time itself. So let's come back to the question, is time real? Or is it just a tool? A framework your mind uses to make sense of change? Because if time can bend, stretch, slow, and almost stop, then maybe time isn't fundamental. Maybe it's something deeper, something we're only just beginning to understand. According to Einstein, you don't move through time. Time moves differently depending on how you exist within it. So the next time you check the clock, ask yourself, is it measuring time or just your version of it? And if you like this episode, please don't forget to follow, like, comment and subscribe. And just a quick shout out to our sponsors. Strong Coffee Company, protein packs coffee for energy and clarity. Use code VANCRUX1 for 20% off at strongcoffeecompany.com. And then there's More Labs, clinically proven hydration and recovery drinks. Use code VANCRUX1 for 25% off at morelabs.com. And finally, LiQure Gummies, electrolytes and vitamins for hangover prevention. Use code VANCRUX1 for 20% off at liquor.com. That's LiQure.com.